Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. I wanted to just pretty much go over the whole Mutahar situation that's been going on, and it was one that I wanted to start right away, but reason being I was just kind of putting it off because the more I kind of wanted to start it, the more I realized I just didn't really care. I guess in a sense the only people that seem to really care about the situation are people that didn't even like him in the first place, or people that are just very parasocial and hold him to a high regard. But realistically, as for me, as someone that does work a 9 to 5, this is above my pay grade. I'm not getting any overtime out of this, so I really don't care if he did lie about his job. I mean, he could say he's like the president of all engineers. It's not going to be something I would really care or pretty much hold to some extent, because whether he keeps saying YouTube isn't his job or not, I mostly see him first as a YouTuber before anything else. But yeah, realistically, I don't know what his response is going to be if he's, because it was already bad enough he had to apologize for buying a Switch too. I know he made a video criticizing it and everything, only to still end up buying it, which again, similar to what I just said before, I really don't care. I know the whole FOMO thing probably set in, and he just, you know, he explained himself, but in a sense, it was just more along the lines of, dude, it's your money, do what you want with it. If you want to, like, basically go around saying, don't buy the Switch 2, it's buying bad practices, and then you end up buying it, I'm just gonna see it more as maybe there was just a game. There's always something, because Nintendo can be as sketchy as they want, but they know exactly how to market themselves to basically make anybody base snap. Me personally, I'm just broke, so all I can do is just look at a Switch, and even if I had the money to buy one, which realistically I do, I have like my priorities right now where I have a PlayStation 5, and the next thing I want to do is get a PC going so I can stop editing using the damn PS5. And yeah, but again, the fact that Mutahar decided to just, apologize for buying a piece of plastic, the newest piece of plastic, again, it's not even that big of a deal, and it was an uncomfortable watch. So I don't know. I can see either he's preparing, his credentials or something along those lines, but I honestly really do think he should just take a short vacation, let this blow over, because if he apologizes, I know some people are going to make a big deal like, oh, he lied, but he's basically apologizing to people who either didn't like him in the first place or are just taking this whole situation a little too seriously. And if he apologizes for this, he's better off not even uploading videos anymore, just kind of wrapping it up, because he's going to be walking on eggshells now, where for the rest of his YouTube channel's lifespan, he's going to always have to watch what he says now, because now he has to apologize for it, because they basically 2 times in a row have people been able to pressure him to apologize for against things that aren't that big of a deal. I mean, if his engineering thing led him to becoming another mini lad, allegedly, and I'm only saying that because that's like a whole what if scenario. I'm not saying he did do that, but I'm just saying if he was using his credentials to take advantage of people and it led to like grooming or anything of that like extremely, then yeah, apologize and get the hell off YouTube. You kind of fucked up. But if all he did was just lie just so he could make himself look as more authoritative, it only works on people that held him to a high regard in the first place, and to almost anybody else, a lot of people will just not really care. So yeah, that's pretty much where I stand in all this. Is he should just take a break on this whole situation and just let it die down, because if he apologizes, it's pretty much over for him. I mean, sure, he can upload, he can do whatever he wants, but it's gonna basically open up Pandora's box of he's always gonna have to watch what he says. He's always gonna have to watch what he pretty much reveals about himself. Like he already made his life private as it is. This is gonna basically make it so private that it's gonna affect his videos, where he's just not gonna be able to casually bring up, oh yeah, and by the way, oh yeah, that reminds me too, before I do end this video, because that's the one thing. I don't care that he wasn't an engine, if he is an engineer. I don't care how many titles he gives himself. I don't care about like whatever he wants to do to make himself come off as more of an important person. The only thing that's stopping me from unsubscribing is I need to know the truth between whether or not he was scratching his balls. That's the only truth. If that turns out to be a lie, then I'll jump on the hate bandwagon. But until then, everything else, I really don't care. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave a like. Tell me what you think about the whole Mutahar situation, because I keep seeing it through WestJet and someone else that keeps like adding onto it, and the more I see it, the more it's just like I don't care. I had to make this video just to kind of hopefully knock some sense into some people. I know I'm just a small channel, but I mean realistically there are worse ways of exposing someone, and this isn't one of those situations. Anyways, that about does it for the video, and yeah, I'll see you later, everyone.